another question break or a couple of more question breaks where we'll be able to pause. But let me go to the next portion, which is in regards to key learnings and takeaways from the experiential learning program. So before we hear from Alyssa Spencer and then some thoughts from Jordan, let me at least give you an overview of what's involved in this program. So first, as we've been sharing, that there's an internship and fellowship. So there's the internship that's targeted for undergraduate students and then a fellowship for graduate students. But regardless if it's the internship or fellowship, these are the about 5 elements that we're really focusing in on. So one, we're focusing in on skill development, so that technical skill development. And that really involves aspects that are related to evaluation. So like evaluation planning, logic modeling, data analytics and data analysis, data visualization, report writing, and like survey development, focus groups, things of that nature. So it runs the gamut around planning, gathering data, and then writing that data up. And so each week we have a focused topic, and I should say that the experiential learning program is 10 weeks long. Each week we have a different topic of focus, and we introduce that topic at the beginning of the week. There's an exercise that's completed throughout the week, and then we kind of connect at the end of the week as wrap up on that exercise. The other piece that we do as well is we introduce the learners to an actual client project. So we actually will talk to our clients, selected projects, and let them know or get permission from them that there will be an experiential learner working on that project. And they all really embrace that because we work within higher ed and they're trying to give those types of experiences to their students. So they're incredibly welcoming when we ask them if we can have a learner to work on their projects. And they are actually working on actual survey developments, actually sitting in on meetings. And I think this is really key to really being able to observe the work of evaluation or just the work of a professional overall. The other component that we do as well, and if you've heard Alyssa and Spencer talk about this already, is professional development. So we want to make sure that we're helping in terms of the development of each of the students overall. And so towards that end, we have a book club discussion. We have these touch bases on Friday afternoons for that book club discussion. We may also have guest speakers that are coming in and sharing their experiences, in which there can be really this real kind of casual exchange of information about how they got to the field, how they got to where they are, and then just any kind of broad questions that the experiential learners may have of those individuals. Then something that I mentioned before as well is this special topic research. So special topic research is essentially decided on in kind of collaboration with our team, our kind of full-time team, core team, and the experiential learners. So we've, as the core team, will identify topics that we're interested in, and we'll have a variety of topics. And then we'll introduce those to the experiential learners, and then they get to pick which ones are of interest to them. So there's real alignment between what our interests are as a firm and then what their interests are as well. And what's really fun about that is at the end of the summer, the experiential learners are the experts on that, and they get to teach us about what they've learned, and we get to ask them questions. So I think that that's a great experience for them, and it's a great experience for us as well. And then finally, we overall are just providing a really supportive environment. There are weekly touch bases with individuals on the team, again, to have these real kind of casual, informal conversations about how everything's going along, how things are progressing, what concerns and issues that they may be experiencing, so that we can quickly address those components. We also, just as a team, meet daily in the morning as what we call a daily huddle, where we just have those water cooler moments, and then also just share out information or needs that we need from other team members and what our priorities are for that day. So all of that together really makes the program. And I should say too, when we've shared what type of program that we have, we've received a lot of really positive feedback from individuals. And then sometimes people ask, like, why are you making the investment in this? And I would say that partly the answer to that is a response that I gave to my daughter, who right now is completing her college applications, and she's been feeling really badly about asking people for recommendations, asking them for the assistance that she needs in terms of being able to complete those packages. And I told her, I said, you shouldn't feel badly about asking this at all, because the only way that any of us are where we are is because somebody else helped us. And so the whole reason for this program is because without the number of programs, the number of mentors that I've had, I wouldn't be where I am here. So this is us just kind of paying it forward. So with that as context, let me just kind of turn it over to Alyssa for her to share what some of her takeaways were from this experience.